From the markets of Jaipur to its factory floors, India is quietly powering a clean energy revolution. A new wave of solar manufacturing is helping the country cut reliance on China, shield itself from US tariffs, and meet ambitious targets of 500 gigawatts of renewable energy by the year 2030. Here's a report.
On the outskirts of Jaipur, a sprawling factory run by ReNew is at the heart of India's solar manufacturing drive. The 2-year-old plant employs nearly 1,000 people, many of them women, and produces enough solar modules each year to power about 2.5 million homes. India's manufacturing capacity has surged, with solar modules more than doubling to 74 gigawatts and solar cells tripling to 25 gigawatts in the last fiscal year. This expansion reflects India's broader ambition to meet rising energy demand while cutting dependence on imported Chinese components.
India's large renewable energy industry, and we are somewhere around 200 gigawatt installed capacity, and we are planning to go above to 500 gigawatt by 2030, right? So that's a huge industry that could absorb these modules and cells that are being produced. So we are not necessarily export dependent as other countries are.
India's solar industry faces external headwinds, particularly from US tariffs of up to 50% on Indian solar goods. The US has been a key buyer, accounting for nearly a third of India's export in recent years. Yet, analysts say strong domestic demand, driven by ambitious renewable energy targets, will help absorb much of the production.
The way forward is self-reliance, which is what India is doing, and also coming up with R&D and inward sort of focused policies which help us to manufacture better, more efficiently, faster and more cost effectively is what's going to drive our sector to be able to address this challenge.
India's solar industry still depends on Chinese raw material such as polysilicon, but efforts are underway to develop domestic processing capacity. Analysts predict that by 2030, India could be importing only raw polysilicon while producing most other solar components at home. The government's mix of incentives, import restrictions and clean energy mandates has given manufacturers confidence to scale up production.
In 2010, when we started thinking about this sector, we did believe that we're going to be more focused in this world around sustainability. But people weren't ready for renewable energy. And at that time, we were struggling to set up 25 gigawatts of an IPP venture. From then to now, where we have our sort of panels being exported, it really gives us a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment.
With solar power already costing half as much as new coal plants, India's shift towards the sun is both an economic and environmental strategy. Experts say the next few years will be critical in determining how far India can reduce dependence on imports and cement its position as a global solar leader. Business Bureau, WION World is One.